So, what's up, guys? Just as a quick update, I have switched over to my primarily strength-based character who I named as Zeroth. I don't know why I named him that, it's just a funky name. And as you can see, he's primarily strength, vitality, and nothing else. So there's no blood tinge, there's no skill, I don't do arcane normally. But it's normally, this is the same class I normally use, so. As for my runes, let's check. Excuse me. Obviously, yeah, that makes sense. Having those ones, and then the communion for +4, and radiance, just because I like the HP recovery on this. Okay, so this character obviously is more aggressive. These are all the chalice dungeons I've done. There was one right here, but I removed it because we are going to be doing the Meru Isle Chalice. This is the basically the final chalice dungeon where you fight the major boss, and I have grinded up all the items that I needed for it. I purchased the living string and the red jellies because those were the only ones I didn't have, but I had everything else, so let us do this. This one is going to be a challenge. From what I remember, it was kind of challenging, but compared to the one that cuts your HP in half, this one is a piece of cake. And the reason why I did it this way is because I didn't want to go through all the chalice dungeons again. I originally planned on doing that because I thought, hey, why not? It would be kind of fun. I said, screw. Later, I decided, fuck that. I'm only going to do the first one to show it off, and then the last one just so I can show you guys that unique boss fight you can't fight otherwise. That major boss you can't fight otherwise. And plus, it is required for a trophy. In the last video and in this video later, I will add a link to it. There are links to the I'm going to leave links to a source I used to do the bare minimum. Alright. Sorry about that. I was just looking up the queen real quick just because I want to see her stats. So yeah. This is going to be a lot more challenging than the last episode, and I decided to do a third episode. Check out my squats. I decided to do a third episode today because why not? Why not? Tomorrow's going to be the final episode. I'm not going to do a fourth one today. Plus, to do that ending, I would have to basically restart the. Basically, to do that ending, I'm going to have to. What am I trying to say? Never mind. Doesn't matter. No, doesn't matter. I would have to switch over to that thing, and actually, that won't be too bad. I could probably do it if this doesn't take too long. I could probably do it this episode. I forgot. It's really easy to switch over to another save file. Although, yeah, okay. Then it dawned on me again. I need to use my USB stick to upload my last save file, my last save right before I got that ending. So. Alright, it's gonna be tomorrow. So this chalice dungeon could be a little bit challenging. I hear the bosses are a bit tough. I haven't fought them in a while, so I'm a bit rusty, so I apologize. But I do remember the main gimmick of the boss, so the final boss, so I should be able to deal with that pretty effectively. Although I should pick up more paper. That was a weird sound. I was originally not going to do a third episode today, or at all, because I normally don't, but I was like, yeah, why not? I'm kind of bored. Let's do it. Third episode, why not? But this is absolutely the last video for the day. Watch out for the trap. These guys could actually get damaged by those, so if you can't get them to step into it. Let's destroy these so they don't bug me. I don't want to get that guy after me, so I want to try getting these dudes. That guy's knife in the back reminds me I need to go to my chiropractor today. I'll do that later though. I've had back problems for a few weeks now, and it's starting to actually not hurt as much. Wow, this guy takes no damage. But it's easily stagger locked. Well, not locked, but just staggered. Why does it look like it comes out of his butt every time, man? I mean, come on! Ugh. I don't mind it, it's kind of funny, but at the same time, it's just, like, kind of ridiculous how it comes out of his butt. I'm making a big deal out of it, alright. And there's the lever. No, it isn't. Oh. So when you're doing the Chalice dungeons, you do not need to do the root versions. They are not required. They're padding, really. I don't do them. I just do the ones required on the list. Plus, I think the bosses in this dungeon are actually unique to this one, so we get to see some new ones too. Especially the third one. Alright, let's destroy this. Man, you have some badass aim, bro. What are you, from Star Wars? I swear, like, every enemy with a gun in that show or movie series, like, for the most part, I'm mostly talking about the stormtroopers, not the main characters. Their aim is god-awful. They miss, like, 99% of their shots. This is the lever. Yeah, it was. So down here was just a trap room. Alright, so we went the wrong way. It was just a room if you fall and you need to get back out, you know. Deal with the gangsta back there. Should have drank some water before this. Maybe got some food, but whatever. I did have cereal this morning, so I'm fine. Oh, got a message. Ladder should be safe. Hey, Canehurst. Crow of Canehurst. I'll just call you Crow because that sounds better. Was there really nothing else for me to do in that area? Well, I'll figure it out soon enough. Am I on New Game Plus or something? Because these guys are a lot stronger than I thought. I don't think I am. Plus, I'm pretty sure that resets on my Chalice dungeons. So. Get in with the bullets or items out of his butt. Okay, so this is the way we have to go. I don't have that unlocked quite yet. These guys kind of look like Arcanacos, but minus the giant shrimp weapon thing and his cloak. And a lot easier to kill. Dog. We got that guy behind me. Randomly. Come on, really? Should put antidotes in that just to be safe. I'm gonna walk out of this room real quick and do that. I should have some antidotes. There we go. I thought I had another comment, but it's just a viewer popping up. Alright, moving on. Let's see if we can back attack this butterball. Yep. Didn't do too much, but half his HP is better than nothing. Meanwhile, he took almost half of mine out. Sorry about the lack of commentary. I mean, this is my third video for the day, so I think all my commentary is just gone. Oh, I just remembered something. I was going to talk about this in an earlier video today, but I forgot. So, you know how the PS4 and most of the last gen consoles have the Blu-ray DVD player that plays both games and DVDs and stuff? Well, I recently got a new Xbox One, and for some god-awful reason, I guess it's not really god-awful, it's just kind of dumb, you had to download a completely different app to be able to play movies on it. And you know what's even worse? Half the time, if not more, a lot of people have been saying it doesn't work at all, and one guy even said it bricked his system completely. The app doesn't work, and Microsoft won't fix it. It's been a problem for at least a year now, and Microsoft has done nothing to fix their application that allows you to play DVDs on your Xbox. Why the hell do you download a completely separate program in order to use a basic feature that is in basically every console ever? Well, not ever, but since like The PS2 allowed you to play DVDs, so I'm not sure about the Xbox, the original Xbox, but I know the 360 let you play DVDs, I think. I mean, if it didn't, I'd be surprised. At least the application is free. I didn't download it because of what I heard about it, but regardless, it's kind of stupid you have to do that crap. I mostly got it to play games, but I mean, the ability to play 4K movies would have been nice. Even though I don't have a 4K movie. I might have one 4K movie somewhere in my house, but I mostly just have regular Blu-ray. And what sucks is, from what I've heard, people are saying like Microsoft is doing crap to do it, and like the last update from a few months ago even made it worse somehow. It takes them like a dozen tries for it to actually work. It sometimes crashes, and one guy even said his system was completely useless after using the DVD drive because it bricked his DVD drive in the system. The console worked just fine, but you couldn't use physical discs anymore in it, which is stupid. Is this like their way of saying, guess what? We're going for all digital now. Fuck you. Honestly, I mostly got the Xbox One just because I wanted to see what it was like. It was on sale, and there's some good games on there. Plus, Game Pass is pretty inexpensive. It's only like $10 a month, and you get access to like a ton of awesome games. So it's basically like Netflix for video games, and that's actually pretty cool. I heard great things. I heard decent things about it, so it's not like completely terrible. So yeah, since we're done in this floor, I'm not really gonna beat around the bush anymore. We're gonna head straight to that gate and head to start facing the next boss. If I could figure out where to go. Sorry, sometimes it's confusing for me to figure out where to go. But I find it hilarious that something that came out like a few years ago doesn't have a basic feature that has been a thing since 2005, maybe 2006. I mean, the PS3 has it. I think the 360 has it. I mean, the PS2 is not Blu-ray, but it has a DVD. It can play DVDs, I think. I've done it at least once, so I think I can remember that correctly. It's just stupid you have to do all this crap just to play a Blu-ray disc. And the thing doesn't fucking work. It's just a waste of space. And plus, it's only like 10 megabits, or 10. I think it's only like a couple gigabytes, so it's not like a huge waste of data. So that's a good thing. I am completely lost. When lost, just drop down a hole. But whatever. I didn't get it just because it had a Blu-ray 4K drive, the ability to possibly play 4K DVDs. I got it because I wanted to try out a 4K system. I was torn between the PS4 Pro and this, and my friend made a good point. Like, he said, the Xbox or the next PlayStation comes out next year. You should wait for that for next gen. And I was like, you should wait for that instead of getting a Pro. And I was like, yeah, you're totally right. I prefer PlayStation out of the two. Not because it's graphically more powerful, it's just because the exclusives on it for me are at least are a bit better. And I honestly haven't really played Xbox in a long time, and I only have like a couple games on it. So for me, it's just PlayStation had a better library of games, and I haven't had an Xbox in years. But I don't want to get into the whole debate between which one is better. From the Xbox One X compared to the PS4, it's clear which one's better. The PS4 doesn't have 4K and sounds like a fucking jet engine going off, where the Xbox One X is as quiet as it can be. as quiet as hell, and I mean, I only played like probably a half hour of Star Wars, and man, that game looks so good on the PS or Xbox, man. But DVD wise, I'm gonna use my PS4 more because it can actually play Blu-ray players without me having to install a completely different app. It comes pre-packaged with it, and it doesn't. It's not garbage. And what's funny is when you have your, excuse me, when you first, can I actually operate this? Sweet. When you first put in a Blu-ray disc, it sends you to the page where you download the thing in the first place. I mean, why couldn't you just make it able to play it without having to download something completely different, Microsoft? You guys are a multi-billion-dollar company that sells a $500 console that can't even play Blu-ray movies without a separate application that barely fucking works. I'm just saying, like, come on. If you can't afford a better disk drive, then why the hell are you doing that? Why the hell are you wasting people's time with a console that can't even do that? I mean, hey, you could go digital, I understand that. That I can understand. And I think that's what they want to do, is mostly go switch to digital, because unless if I'm mistaken, I didn't really see a disc drive on the Xbox. That was now the Project Scarlet one. Which I think I heard they're just calling it Xbox. I'm just saying this right now, the naming choice for the Xbox consoles are garbage. I mean, Xbox was fine, Xbox 360 was pretty cool sounding, and then they went to Xbox One. I'm just like, what makes sense? That makes no sense. You should have just called it the 320 or something, you know? Or 720. It would have made way more sense for that too. But no, Xbox One. It's not creative, but at least the Xbox One X sounds better. Slightly. Very slightly. You know what's dumb is that this floor has taken me 20 minutes and there's 2 more floors. And I have to do this in one episode. No, I'm probably going to split it up. I'll do the next... Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen is I'm going to split this up. I'll do the first floor or 2 on this episode, and then tomorrow... Actually, tomorrow we're going to be doing the... wrapping up the series. That was on me. Kill that one. Oh, that piece of shit. There is nothing? So this is just a room you go into to get tricked. That's funny. That's funny. Dick move, but that's funny. Unless if I'm being a brain dead moron. Let's double check. Okay, so no invisible walls. I don't think Bloodborne has any of those. Dark Souls has quite a few. Yep, it's just a trap. The minute I said that, it sounded like Emerald Akbar in my head. It's a character from Star Wars if you don't know. It's cool if you don't, I don't know. So I think I saw an article that said the new Star Wars trilogy is worse than the prequels. I haven't seen the new movie yet because it's not out till tomorrow, I think. But once I see it, I'm going to save my opinion for it later. So I'm not going to say if I agree with it, but I mean... Excuse me? Oh, like traitor. So yeah, this is the lower level that we saw a few minutes ago. Not sure there's... Wait, did I get stuck? No, I didn't. I was about to say, did I get stuck in a rock? Alright, enough beating around the bush. This is like 25 minutes in, and I have another floor. I have a boss, 2 bosses, and another floor to do before the end of the video, so I need to start going. But I'm gonna wait to see the new Star Wars movie to determine if what they say is right. I mean, The Force Awakens was a fantastic movie. Like, that one was by far the best in the trilogy, by far, so far. The second one, though, critically not that great. I think it didn't get great reviews. I still like the movie quite a bit. I thought the movie was actually pretty decent for what it was, and yeah, it had some problems. It had a lot of problems, but for the most part, I didn't really. I mean, yeah, I would have to give it like a 6 out of 10, but I still think so far the new trilogy is better than the prequels. And no doubt, the original, the OG trilogy, the one from the 70s, is the best out of the 3. Like, there's no way. There's no... Like, if you disagree on that, man, you don't know what a movie is. I was lost, but I think I found the way. Yeah. Sorry about that. Nasty pimple-ridden mongrel. Okay, so I have no idea what this boss is going to be. Oh yeah, that guy. So our first enemy is going to be called the Marian Descendant. Looks like he has decent weakness to fire. Oh, quick camera. So we're going to be using fire paper. And if you have arcane, he's weak to arcane. He has a decent weakness to poison too. And he has... Where's HP? No, that's not right. There it is. 16,000 HP. This version does. There's few versions of him that have less HP, but this guy has 16,000. So, let's do this. He is also weak to arcane, but I don't have arcane. He has one interruptible attack, but I don't know which one that is. Come on, man. Chill. That attack. Okay. A little lazy, but whatever. Dodging doesn't work, apparently. Or healing. So, I'm kidding. Oh yeah, this is where he starts having 2 sickles. Oh, stacker locked. I was healing. I clicked the button, but the controller didn't register it. The game didn't register my button press. I was pressing it. Are we gonna be stuck on the first boss of the Chalice dungeon for like an hour? Because I'm not gonna do it. I won't. I'm not gonna sit through that shit. I won't. I legit won't sit through that garbage back over and over and over again. That's not a thing. So yeah, he has one, his aerial cleave attack is the one that could be staggered. I don't really care about my totals. I'm not good at the game anyway, basically. But for the fuck of it, I'm just gonna grab a Milka. No reason. No reason at all. I know I shouldn't have done that, but I just want to see what this is going to do. If it can hit. That thing where I press the button and it doesn't register. Can I heal? Can I heal? Is that a mechanic I can use, you know? Just saying, good sir. Got some health back. Oh, never mind, I healed and then I lost it again. I don't know why I keep coming back to that, I'll stop. I can't get in, because if I get in, he's just gonna go rapid fire on me and fucking destroy me. Great use of a fight. I can't move! I'm dead. I'm legitimately sick of this boss now. Get the fuck away from me. 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 I just want to heal! Can I do that? See? That hard? No? Okay. Oh, look at that! He could just juke. Good riddance. Good riddance, descendants. I was trying to make a dumb rhyme, but it didn't really work. Anyway, so that's floor 1. I don't at all remember that being that hard. When I first did it, I didn't struggle like that. At least, you know what? What's funny is I think the final boss we're heading to is a little easier because when you know the mechanics of that boss fight, it's not that bad of a boss fight. Can we? Wow. Damn. Don't really need to buy any more of those for a while. We're good there, we're good there. Next guy looks like he's going to be a lot more challenging. What are we at? Yeah, I'm going to have to end the video off, guys. 40 minutes is a long time, and the next area is probably going to take me just as long. Oh, hey, German. I guess this is before that point. Are we in New Game Plus? Oh, shit. Well, well, well. That explains a lot. That's good. That's cool. That's going to be a fun challenge. I'm going to stick with it. We're doing New Game Plus, guys. So we're doing the challenge dungeon in New Game Plus. I didn't realize that. Well, that's kind of dumb, honestly, but whatever. Whatever. Next episode, we'll continue the Chalice Dungeon and hopefully wrap it up. And by hopefully, I mean we will. So see you guys then.